All right, so I'm sure you guys all saw today. Armored Core 6 trailer was released today, and that was so hype. It was so good, super exciting stuff. I'm sure you guys saw the video already, and there's so much to talk about, and it was really, really cool. So, of course, I'm looking at this blog here today. Looks like we have an update of the Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. A little more updates and what we know, and what they, I guess, like what should we expect, right? So first things first, of course, if you haven't liked this page already, make sure you like and subscribe for just to blow up my YouTube. We're actually doing very, very well. But with more of your support, it does help a lot with the algorithm and everything. So if you haven't subscribed to the page or comment, please leave a like and comment. It does help with the algorithm. So I really do appreciate that. So it looks like they've already kind of got down with From Software, it seems here. They got a chance to look at the gameplay. I'm sure we all saw the video. If you haven't, the video is linked below. And of course, it seems like it's literally, like as mentioned in my previous videos, it's just going to be a typical Armored Core game, which is a good thing. It's a very, very good thing. So of course they say it's going to engage in high-speed mech combat. So what does that mean? Those who prior experience with the From Software comes from games like Bloodborne or Elden Ring might be curious about what to expect. You play augmented mercenary piloting a huge customized mech, yet while the pace and structure of the mech piloting action fundamental they differ from other games in the studio's catalog, players can rest assured that the smooth, responsive controls they come to expect from software games is still there, just in a different context. Think giant, heavily equipped robots with the ability to zip around across the air and reacting to lightning fast speeds to attacks and threats while trial to one up dangerous foes with even more firepower at disposal. So basically, long story short, it's not going to be slow like freaking Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Sekiro. Like it's fast paced. Like if you've played the Armored Core games in the past, or even played the Deus Machina game or whatever it's called, it's that speed. You're gonna get a lot of that, and this is a good thing because that's what Armored Core is, and that's what I'm really excited about. It's back to the roots, really cool. And if you didn't know already, back in our old videos, of course, Ichishoto has mentioned, Armored Core was one of the first games that From Software has developed, and they've already developed like 13 games already from the Armored Core series. So this isn't new for From Software, and this is great. So basically, this is technically the first Dark Souls series, and as you play the Armored Core games in the past, you should know it is fun. You do a lot of customizations, but it costs a lot of money in the game, of course, game money, and yeah, it's not a fun time. So that's basically what Armored Core is for everybody. So of course, this would be taken across the Rubicon, the ruined planet, and I think the interview IGN has mentioned said they also said that this is basically a reboot. This is not a continuation of the games. In every Armored Core game so far, every 2 games is basically its own story. So this would be an own story as well. It's a new story that takes place on the planet Rubicon, where a powerful energy source called coral has been discovered. But this isn't stuff that looks pretty and the aquarium's coral. It's extremely. Oh, I don't want to see why they even say that comment. Of course, already it's been caused by a massive disaster, turned our Rubicon to ash to many years, but this futuristic megacorpse just can't resist the siren song of Coral and continue to war for this day. So you're a mercenary. I don't know what you're actually doing. Let's keep reading. The various areas of Rubicon are filled with contrasts of the hollowed out industrial ruins from the aforementioned disaster smolder beneath a shiny shell of state-of-the-art mining constructs encasing the planet. So it's integrate of a multi-layer world brimming with megastructures, enormous underground facilities built by its former inhabitants. It's pretty cool. Like if you see the trailer, there is a lot going on, which is really, really awesome. Of course, the environments are incredible sense of scale, maintain the quality of what we come from expecting from software's massive world designs. You're amazing at that. There will be missions where you're fighting across sweeping battlefields, very combat oriented, but you'll sometimes be recovering data logs and from wreckage and doing other side objectives too. Great, awesome. So our combat features, there's an assault booth is one of the new features actually. It looks like it's a just switch between long range gunfighting and close range melee. Thanks to a button activated movement called the assault boost. Basically, an offensive action that helps close the gap between the enemies and lets you quickly go from long distance to short range. That's pretty cool. So as you can see from this image, this is probably what they were talking about. The stagger is also another one, which basically takes too many hits over a short period of time. Its attitude control system will be overloaded and make it vulnerable for a short time. Both continuous hits and big, powerful strikes will cause stagger damage and encouraging you to keep the pressure on the opponent. And the damage inflicting to the enemy stagger varies from weapon to weapon. That's really cool. And of course, the average movement speed across the game is somewhere between Armored Core 3 and Armored Core 5, he replies. But Armored Core 6 has been developed to bolster the changes of the tempo and combat. Fighting challenging bosses. There will be some cool bosses, as you know, see from the trailer. Really, really cool. So he says, Yamamura says there will be a rich variety of powerful enemies of the shapes and sizes. Trailer, gonna be pretty cool. Of course, you can build the perfect AC. So they do make an experience for newcomers to this series that it should be pretty simple, but also it still gives love to the old, for the old timers, I guess, or the veterans. Sorry, the veterans of AC. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. And it looks like you can get bazookas, Gatling guns, split missiles, plasma rifles. And just remember, guys, though, like, anything about any of the Armored Core games, they are still gonna have a cost. So make sure don't overload your AC with everything, because it's not gonna work. It looks like there's gonna be some custom paint jobs. Gonna be really cool. Looks like there's a cluster bomb thrower, a chainsaw. That's a thing. That's pretty cool. And the arena's back, so there's gonna be online multiplayer. It sounds like there's gonna be like PvP battles, which would be really interesting. If you're getting for Steam, like I probably am, gonna be a lot of PvP battles going on, so that's gonna be really cool. Overall, this game looks super cool. I'm super excited for it, and it's coming on August 25th, so that's pretty soon. So I guess the prediction was right from that video I did last time. Anyways, this is really cool. I'm excited for this game. I hope you guys are too. And again, if you have any comments, make sure you comment below, and see you guys in the next video. Later.
Hey, I was watching that.